What's up, money lovers? This is Vinny from the Investment Club, and today I'm going to show you one concept that will make you rich. Now, anyone can do this. I don't care if you drive for Uber or you're a software engineer. All you need is to understand this one simple concept. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button for even more content. Now, I'm not going to sell you a course. I have no affiliate links. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. The goal of this channel is just to spread the knowledge that I've learned in order to help other people to live the life of their dreams. So here's the concept I came to understand after reading the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The concept has to do with understanding the fundamental difference between assets and liabilities. So essentially, an asset is something that produces income or makes you money. A liability is something that costs you money. Assets, money coming in; liability, money going out. Here's an example. Most young people want a brand new car that's the latest high-end model. Let's say this car costs you $50,000. Do you think a brand new car is an asset or a liability? If you said liability, you're right. This superficial thing will only cost you money. Most likely, you'll put something like $5,000 down and it won't seem like a big deal. In the US, the average car payment is around $600 a month. So all this does is keep you broke and in debt. After 10 years, let's spitball and just say you've continued to pay $600 a month. With the interest on the loan, you finally pay off the car and it's yours. Congrats. Now you've paid $600 a month times 12 months times 10 years, which comes up to $72,000. This is $22,000 more than the car cost in the first place. So at the end of 10 years, you have a 10-year-old car that's probably worth less than $5,000, and you paid $72,000 for it. Congrats, you have just lost $67,000. Now, let's try a different scenario, a path less traveled. Say instead of buying that brand new car, you buy a used car, an older model, and you spend the same $5,000 that you put on the down payment for the first car, except this time, that's all you spend on purchasing the car, and it's all yours. You own it. So over the course of the next 10 years, that $600 a month that you would have put toward car payments, you can now invest. After 10 years, your money will have doubled. So while that $72K you put toward the car in the first scenario is now essentially worth zero, in the second scenario where you purchase a used car, your $72K is now worth $150,000. Which would you prefer? Now, you want to see where things get really exciting? So let's say after those 10 years, you've gotten some nice salary raises. Since you're living frugally, you're able to up those contributions a bit. So where you were investing $600 a month, you can now afford to invest $1,000 a month. So after 30 years, you will have over $5 million. You'll have contributed only $360,000 and you'll have more than $5 million. So if you follow the regular path, you're going to get income from your job, you're going to spend it on liabilities. This is what the majority of people do, which include your mortgage, car loans, and credit card debt, things that you couldn't afford in the first place. Then you pay expenses, including taxes, more car payments, expenses for your house, and at the end of the day, you have little to no money, or possibly you may be in even more debt. Versus the alternative, the path to riches, where you take the income from your job, you invest it in assets. You can invest in real estate, stocks. If you're interested in learning more about stocks and real estate, I talk extensively about these assets on my channel and give an in-depth analysis. And from these assets, you get cash flow. If you remember from what we talked about before, assets produce income, liabilities produce expenses. And you can receive this income in the form of rental income, dividend income, and many other ways as well. One of my favorite investments that I own is Realty Income. This company has gotten over a 15% compound average annual return since 1994. This company is the best of both worlds when it comes to stocks and real estate, as it's a real estate investment trust. It yields 4.5% annually, and it pays out a monthly dividend, which gets you monthly cash flow that you can use to pay bills and build wealth. If you'd like to learn more about this company, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a detailed analysis. In summation, assets are investments. Some of my favorites are stocks, dividend-paying stocks, real estate and rental properties. Credit cards can also be an asset if you use their perks. For example, I use the American Express Blue Card to get these amazing perks. You can use credit cards to start saving money now. You just need to make good decisions. Major liabilities are a home you can't afford, a car you can't afford, things like a boat that you don't need, expensive toys that will just bleed you money, credit card debt. Why pay 25% interest on a pack of Skittles for the rest of your life? It's just not sensible. This is in no way a get-rich-quick overnight scheme. Those do not exist, but this is the surest way to build wealth. The most important thing is starting now. Time is the most important factor when it comes to compounding and making your money work for you. By saving and investing as much as you can afford to now, you set yourself up to build major wealth. So I leave you with this challenge. Make a list, write down all the money you've spent on liabilities in the past year and all the money that you've spent on assets. Fix it. Get your spending under control and start spending more on assets than you do on liabilities. The rich buy assets and not liabilities. Their money works for them and not the other way around. Instead of buying a brand new car or a house that's out of your price range that you'll be stuck paying a mortgage off for 30 years, put your money into assets. Once the money starts to compound, you can buy things using your cash flow from your income producing assets. I highly recommend you go out and read Rich Dad, Poor Dad because it will change your entire perspective and get you thinking in the right mindset. Another way to train your mind is to play the game Cashflow, which is free online. It'll train your brain to start thinking in terms of assets, liabilities, and wealth creation. Play it with your friends, family, teach your kids early on the importance of personal finance. And always remember, the most important investment is an investment in yourself. Let me know what you think in the comments below and if you have any questions. That's all for today, folks. This is Vinny from the Investment Club, and I'll see you next time.